So, we're recording this for YouTube, so we're just going to go ahead with that. So we're going to call it Money Soda, because that was an excellent name. Money Soda, like that. So it's a public region on Pacific 2. So if it's a new region, I think it'll show up near the top of the list. So if you're having a hard time finding it, hopefully you can do it that way. All right, cross your fingers. Boom, boom, boom. So let's hit next, and I'm gonna pick one of these regions. I'm not sure which one I want. Ideally, I'd like to have access to everything, and this does because I want lots of tourism. I don't need much in the way of other resources, though. I guess they're all gonna have a fair amount of resources, aren't they? Mm-hmm. You know, we'll take this area. It's interesting to look at anyway. Alright, I'm playing. So again, the region is called Money Soda, so join and grab your stuff. It should be set to, it's Pacific 2. We'll give it a try. Ba 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 ba. So this is going to be a gambling city because one of the changes in patch 2.0 that just came out is to make casinos work a little bit better. Some changes to tourism, some changes to casinos, a few other mechanics, and the Nissan Leaf. And I've been itching to play with that. I've wanted to make the casino cities basically from the start, right? And wait, this is the same place I took for the last city. God damn it! I didn't realize this is where Ava made her city. Hold on, I'm gonna claim another spot. Just like randomly grab somewhere. Ninja'd. Claim. So there's going to be one whole region wasted because I took it. Sorry about that, guys. So yes, we are in... we are in Pacific 2. This was set to public. I'm pretty sure that's what the... I didn't change it. It defaults as public. And I'm pretty sure I double-checked the settings. So, we do have a rail setting. Alright. This is very... very tree-oriented. I kind of like this one. Oh, right, I can abandon the city too, so we can do something like that. Like I can release it for other people. I don't remember how. We'll figure it out after. We're gonna get started with this. We'll give some extra. We'll give someone else the chance to join a little bit later. All right, so. Take a look here. We need to figure out where the wind is blowing because I am going to do the gambling city thing, but we'll probably have a little bit of industry as well just to get us started. Oh, the wind blows this way. That was really interesting. Because what I'm thinking of doing, especially the water is here, I mean the rail is here, which complicates it a little, but maybe all along the coast we'll do all the touristy kind of commercial stuff. So that way it can wrap around here. The people can come into the city. Let me pop out of this mode. People can come into the city over here, hit some casinos, tourist destinations. We can have a port, and then we can have a little rail station over here and have that all there. And then we can have a little bit of industry and a little bit of residential in the middle to sort of feed everything else. So that'll be a decent combination, I think. Nothing wrong there. So we're going to start with our medium, or is this a medium or a high? I'm trying to remember. This is a high density, but maybe we'll go to medium early on just to save a little bit of money, even though it technically creates an intersection here, which is not optimal, but that's okay. So the only question is, we don't want to build the straight lines here because this kind of curbs away. So I think we're going to want to embrace that curvature. Be one with the curvature. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll go... Yeah, that is the cheapest we can go. So we can do something like... Well, I guess we could go straight for a while and then just curve it at the corner. Something like that. like this. Can't overspend because we can't take out huge city loans right now. So now the other thing I want to do with the city is I want to try to make sure that people who take certain roads are only taking it to get to really specific and smart areas. So hopefully this will all be kind of tourist traffic down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a branch up here, and that's mostly just going to be to service our industrial area. I'm going to I'm going to want avenues, but God, that's adds to the cost a lot, you know. Do that, trying not to overspend, because we really need to get some stuff down. We'll get some wind down, which I'm going to just stick it over here because I'm going to try to avoid building right here. That's not entirely true. This is going to get bulldozed at some point, but we got to stick it somewhere. And I do want to use this area for stuff. So you know what? I'm going to put it on the other side, right in here, because I'm going to try to avoid having anything that like uses traffic kind of for real right by this intersection, if I can help it. So let me put that down there. It's going to get bulldozed 100%. And I think actually we do have some resources. Again, we're probably going to try to avoid it in general. But oh, that was the last map that had oil. Do we have coal? Coal. Oh, we do. So conceivably, we might do a coal power plant thing, but I don't know. We'll play it by ear. There's the Nissan Leaf charging station. Yeah, so stream troubles, that's okay. We're gonna just deal with that. So, this area again is going to be our industrial area, and we're gonna use this mostly to help us raise some money early on. Something like that. And then I'm going to build this residential area here. We are going to have an occasional little commercial area in there, but not too much. So what's the basic layout? Let's do some basic layouts with some dirt roads, just to sort of eyeball things, and then what we'll do is build in from there. In fact, we'll even go ahead and pause the game and do all our building here. Now, long term, what I want to do is I want to have a little sort of offshoot that goes like this. I'm going to do the bus trick and have a sort of bus lane right over here. This exists only to service some, oh, I want straights. Some terminals, basically. You know what, actually, a curve here. Hold on, let's remove this. We do actually want curves. We want a straight next to the road. And then just to avoid extra intersections, we're going to want to curve in kind of like that. That's maybe a little too close. We can trim it later. But the idea with this area here is you put your bus stations here, and that way the only traffic that comes here is the buses, so people coming from outside of town or leaving town can park there. Right? Something like that. So the other part of the layout is the sort of residential and industrial area. And again, I want to try to make it so that people don't really use these roads unless they're specifically going somewhere. Now, the way I'm going to avoid it with the industrial area is by making sure to have a trade depot over here, so the industry in this corner won't be shipping their goods across to all of our other commercial goods. In fact, they should hardly be on the road at all, as much as possible. I think I just accidentally put down a road. Maybe not. Okay. So we're going to have a little industrial block, and then what I think we're going to do on the far... Not too far, because some people will be moving into town, right? Maybe a diagonal road here that just goes to the residential? Maybe something like that. We'll curve off, for, not like that. We'll come out a little while, and then curve in. This might become an avenue. We'll see. Actually, you know what? Let's create a few circles. We'll have some circular blocks with the sort of like local commercial in the middle. Oops, that's too close to the edge. We'll make a trio. Because, you know, things that come in three are cool, right? Kind of like this. And then we'll have this road come in the middle. Whoa! Wrong tool. More like this. Can I not connect to this? There we are. And then, how do we want this to come in? Like this. Listen, I'm going to have to turn off the chat if people can't, not spam me through there. Because I find it very distracting. And if you think I'm not aware that the stream is lagging, you're entirely mistaken. I just have to ignore it. We're gonna change some settings after I do this initial layout, and we're gonna do a cut for YouTube, and then we'll fiddle with some more settings. But I'm 99.9% sure at this point that I'm just being DDoSed. So we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that going forward. So this is mostly going to be a residential area, and then maybe I'll have another kind of, even though it's kind of going to cut into some stuff, road here that's going to connect to sort of the more touristy commercial area. But for now, we're going to have to put down some zoning and get that going. So we're gonna put a cut here, and we'll be right back with the next part where we put down some zoning.